It is time for the Happiest Hour. This series, sponsored by Aquistapace, discusses all things adult beverage with an adult beverage. This week, we're talking all things rosé. Ooh, joining me now with a few options is Adam Aquistapace of Aquistapace's Market. Welcome back,
Thanks,
Adam.
man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for coming on, and thank you for bringing some more to drink. And
That's right.
we are talking about rosé today.
We are.
Okay, let's first start with really what rosé is. Some people is like, it's just red and white wine mixed together. Talk to me about really what rosé is.
Yeah, so it can be. So I'll tell you a little bit about. So rosé in the U.S. market for a very long time really didn't have a great reputation because we think white Zinfandel, cheap and sweet. Throughout the rest of the world, rosé is dry and expensive. So even I brought a champagne rosé. Champagne rosé is almost always more expensive than a regular champagne. But so what rosé is, it's basically a very low contact. Almost all the color in a wine comes from the skins. And so what they do is when they crush the grapes, red grapes, they just let the skin stain the wine.
Really?
Yes, so if you let it sit for a really long time, that's when you get a real deep red wine. So in this case, we have three different rosés. As you can see in these two, which we're going to pour. So this is Whispering Angel, Côte de Provence. I'm going to pour each one of them in the glasses. So it's got a real light, super delicate color to this wine. And so it's just spent a little time in skin contact. And I'm gonna pour this one here. This is Guillaume Gonnet, Tavel. Tavel is a region also in the south of France that is only known for rosé.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
as you all can see, last time he was here, he taught me how to properly sniff wine.
That's
so
right.
I'm practicing what he preached last time. You inhale, but also exhale. Okay, so I'm gonna try this one first.
Yes.
Oh, that has a sweet taste to it.
Yeah. So it has a fruitiness to it.
Yes, it does.
So one of the things about rosé is one of the most versatile food wines, and it loves South Louisiana. It loves it because it pairs so well with our cuisine. So when it's hot outside, which is most of the time of the year.
Okay.
Most of the time of the year, it's like putting a red wine with a little chill on it. It's got plenty of flavor. Oftentimes they have good acidity, so it pairs really well with our cuisine.
So what would you suggest having maybe this wine or this second wine with?
So I would say that the first wine is great with like salads, earlier in a dinner.
The Whispering
Yeah,
Angel.
or just sitting out, or sunshine. And
no food needed,
That's
just
right,
some
that's
beautiful
right.
weather. Absolutely.
And so this Tavel, look at it, it's got a much deeper color.
Yes,
and
it does.
So as you smell this wine, it's almost like a super light red wine. And so you're going to get some deeper, more dark strawberry and raspberry smells and flavors. And when you smell these wines, you're going to get a little bit of a floral. So what they do to make these wines, they're just taking red grapes and just letting the skin stain the juice, and you get some of those colors and flavors. You can smell strawberry and raspberry and cherries. But then when we make sparkling wine out of rosé.
And there he is right there.
There we go. There we go.
Pop. Oh, you don't want to do it.
I know. Well, the trick is you keep the bottle at a 45-degree angle and you won't blow it off.
You better know your
right, that's
information.
right.
Yes,
That's right.
pour it up for me. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so this is Veuve Clicquot Rosé. So most people don't know, but most of the grapes grown in Champagne are actually red. So like I said before, like these are just have the skin stain it. So if you pull those skins off of a wine really fast, you're left with, even though you use red grapes, you have a white wine. But in this case, they actually add back just a little bit of either Pinot Noir or Pinot Meunier back to this wine, and it gives it this nice, beautiful, light salmon color.
Yeah. So, for example, right, since there is red, white, and rosé,
Yeah.
what do you suggest, as clearly somebody who knows his wines, should somebody start with a rosé if they don't know if they like red or white, or should they go from maybe a red or white and then graduate to rosé?
You know, that's a great question. So, wine in general is dry, and And
Ooh, this is good.
I know it's really good. And so, but wine is dry. And one of the first things that we want to taste, because we grew up drinking soft drinks and things that are sweet, and so sometimes starting out with something that's a little bit sweet makes sense and is a little bit easier. So then when you graduate and we go to something that's a little bit drier, and so that's what these things are. So if you don't really like red wine, starting off with rosé is a great transition into red wine.
This is absolutely amazing. And look, everybody, we have apples on the table because if you're trying to cleanse your palate in between wines, an apple is a good way to do it. Thank you so much, my brother, for joining us today. It really is the happiest hour with Adam, everybody. And listen, if you want to pick up any of the wines we featured today, head over to Aquistapace. They have over 6,000 wines.
We do, yep.
Unbelievable. They also do tasting classes. So if you want more information, log on to aquistapace.com. And remember, they have locations in Covington, Mandeville, and Slidell. All right, stick with us, everybody. We'll be right back with more Great Day, Louisiana.